Shred Lords! Edwin beat me to it. Edwin beat me to it. He's already vibe coding. Man, what's happening? He already beat me to it. He already beat me to it. Man, there's so much I want to learn today, guys. There's so much I want to learn today. Just about the world, about vibe coding. There's just so much going on. I think I found some resources for us to get smart on this vibe coding thing, y'all. I think I found some resources to get smarter on this vibe coding thing, but let's play our anthem.
Let's be real about it.
Let's play our anthem just to get motivated, man. If we're gonna vibe code, we're gonna vibe code to make billions, boys.
Have a real hobby, that's not a real problem, and I still got it. I need $1 billion. Let's be real about it. I mean, I don't really care about how you feel about it. I mean, I don't even really have a real hobby.
Let's get it going.
It's not a real problem, and I still got it. I need $1 billion. Yeah, I've been in the lab, so I'm not one you see around thinking about my goals. So I'm not fun to be around. Now I want the whole field. Ain't no bush to beat around. I take it to the sky, so I don't ever see the ground.
Christopher, what's up, legend?
You can say I'm in the hunt now, living out my fantasy. They love it when I touch down, flyer than a plane or a pelican. I'm up now, money true holiday. I'm playing for the Bucks now.
Sources Saturdays. Let's find us some cash flowing assets, gents.
You can't be mad. You need to relax.
Boys. What's up, Shred Lords? How we doing?
When I'm paying each tax, I'm managing my waist, so they say
how the heck we doing, twins?
They be keeping these tabs. Let's be real about it. I mean, I don't really care about how you feel about it. I mean, I
This is my favorite part of the song.
That's not a real problem.
This is my favorite part of the song. I need $1 billion.
Let's be real about it.
Oh man. Oh, new cut? Yeah, I got a little lineup back there. I had to clean up a little bit, man. We're filming some content. My thing is, I would just slumdog it out, man, with my hair being all crazy. But the thing is, bro, these videos live on the internet forever. You know, my long form vids, they live on the internet forever, y'all. So I gotta do what I gotta do. Let me do a roll call for the Shred Lords. Let me do a roll call for the Shred Lords. Hothead. Hothead. You the first one I shout out. You the first one to talk about my gray hairs. Come on, dog. JK, you're right, though. You're right. My homeboy did a good job of hiding them, though. You can't even see him. I got like 1,500 over here. You can't even see it. You can't even see it. But happy Saturday, Hothead. Hope you're doing well, little legend. Edwin's out here doing some vibe coding. Edwin, it literally is just like a toy. Like you just can't put this stuff down, bro. You can't put this stuff down, man. Chris, how we doing, legend? We got so many questions for you, Christopher. Sources Saturdays. You know how we doing, Rich Topic. You know how we doing. But also, I got a really big question for you, Rich Topic. So remind me in like 7 seconds to ask you a big question, because I got a big question that's about subcontractors and engineering and all that. Hello, did you check the website I sent? Chris, I've been grinding all day, bro. I ain't checked nothing, man. I got I gotta log in. Michael, what's up, champ? Michael took a break from rolling up salons to hang with the boys. What's up, Michael? How you doing, brother? How the heck you doing? Happy sourcing Saturdays. Hope you're having a fantastic day, making incredible smart money moves. And for Lauren, how the heck we doing, legend? Sourcing Saturdays. Hey, you know what we're here for. You know what we're here for. You know what we're trying to do. We're just trying to make some strategic smart money moves for the boys. For the boys. That's all we're trying to do. That's all we're trying to do. We're trying to make something happen. We're trying to make something happen. Waiting on the signature of the LOI I have out. Good luck. Wishing you absolutely the best, my man. Wishing you the best. I stopped playing video games and just vibe code or shop businesses. I told my wife I haven't had this much fun in years. Let's go! Business is a video game. Like, people don't understand it, but business is the coolest video game in the entire world, bro. It literally is. Business is like the greatest video game in the entire world. It's like Sims. You know what I'm saying? Ayo Power. Nadal, what's up, champ? How you doing? Happy Saturday. Happy Saturday. Chris, you had a beard at 12? Lucky. Bro, it literally took me almost 30 to get this. It literally took me almost 30 to get this. Like Richie Rich. Why I was managing businesses in GTA Online when I can do it in IRL. Hey, that's facts. But money is fun. Hey, that's facts. Why do cheat codes in GTA San Andreas when you can do some real cheat codes in life? Why manage businesses and properties and penthouses in GTA when you can do it in real life? You know what I'm saying? Bro, there's so many ways out here to go get it. That's what we're doing all year. We're just transforming all of our lives into a video game. You know what I'm saying? Businesses never let you see. That's facts. I got the worst sleeping habits in the game. But I love what I'm doing. I'm going to fix it, though. I'm going to fix it. Because as Michael may know, and as other guys that are in the mix that are doing like some hardcore business stuff like us, it's like, you just can't get no rest out here, man. It's like literally, like when I think about sleep, as soon as I like go to bed, this noggin right here, bros, this thing is just racing. This thing is just racing, you know? And it's like a really bad habit because I got this phone like right next to me on my nightstand, and it's like, I don't want to show you my text, but I got a text thread with myself. And like, as soon as I wake up in the middle of the night, I just like bang out text thread, ideas, links, businesses, like value creation theses, all kinds of things. You know what I'm saying? Like so many things just to myself, and my junk be racing. So I gotta stop. I gotta stop having my phone in my bedroom. I gotta like put it out somewhere else. I think a cheat code though, because every time you look at your device when you wake up in the middle of sleep, it kind of resets your REM cycle. So it's like a bad habit that I actually gotta stop. I think a really smart thing is to just have a pencil or a pen and a notepad next to your desk, next to your bed, so that when you do have like crazy ideas, you just get up, roll over, and just like write that stuff down. I think that's probably like the easiest cheat code in the entire world. Cause like, well, look at all these different things you got at stake. Like as an entrepreneur, as an investor, like there's so many things that you got to do going on. Like my mind is focused on one end. It's like, well, how the heck did I miss this memory play last year? What's the next play? Is it going to be this photo masking? Is it going to be substrates? That's part of my brain that's going crazy. The next one is like, oh snap, I got to figure out healthcare benefits for all these employees. Why? Because they have families, they have kids. Some of the employees are pregnant. Now this is like real stuff. You know what I'm saying? I may be able to thug this stuff out, but I can't put employees' livelihoods at stake. Right? So I got to figure out, all right, what's the best health insurance? You know? Then thing like content, right? Like what video are we putting out on Tuesday, like out of our catalog? You know, is it really good enough to actually go on the main channel? All right. Or what's the second channel idea? How are we doing on the edits of the live stream clips and all that? Like all these different things. Like this brain is about to blow up. No, not really, but I managed it all really, really well. But as you can see, like each theme has like so many things to race at night. And my best ideas come at night. So I got a curse when it comes to the sleep, y'all. I got a curse when it comes to sleep. But Rich Toppy, you make a really good point, man. But I don't know why people don't find business interesting. It's one of the coolest things in the entire. And then like once you actually own a business, it's like, and you're running a business, it's like every day is like a scoreboard. How many sales can you bring in? How much profitability can you bring in? You know, it's one of the world of business and investing is so freaking cool because it has like one very, very, very true algebra. Your input is very, very, very highly correlated to the output of the business. You know what I'm saying? Like that is very, very true. What you put into the business, like how much time you think about the marketing, how much time you think about investing in the talent of your organization, how much time you think about cleaning up the bookkeeping and the admin and the accounting and the finance, the amount of inputs that you put into that have a very strong correlation, assuming you're in like a non-crazy macro sector. Very strong correlation to like positive commercial outcomes for that business, right? And it's like it's the ultimate ball game of betting on you. And if you have a piece of ownership to it, that correlation of strong commercial growth just improves the exit value and the commercial value. Ugh. People just think about, oh, how hard can I work to see how much profits I can make as a business this year? People don't realize that like if you work super hard, generate more profits in the business, that then generates a better exit multiple, and it's just like the total equity value worth of your business is just like compounding every time like you put in work and show up early and leave late. You know what I'm saying? But that's because I'm a business fiend and I got no boundaries. So, but what are your guys' healthiest habits? Like put in the comments down below. What are like your healthiest habits? Like what are your guys' thoughts on being a beast and being healthy? Spam like the best tips of how to be a beast and be incredibly healthy. Because that's something that I would love to know. That's something I would love to know. But Michael, though, GTA is a kind of a cool game, though. I think when GTA 6 comes out, I think we should all have a mental break and just hang out on GTA. GTA 6 when it comes out. Like during the daytime, just shred it with deals and investments. Send chat capital to the moon. Take care of our private companies that you all have and that we have respectively. And then when we need a little break, hop on GTA for like an hour. I know. I see people playing GTA RP all the time, and it is so dope. And by the way, what's happening, Richard? How you doing, man? Good to see you, bro. Good to see you, Richard. I put out like an Instagram reel literally 30 seconds ago, and Richard was the very first person I liked that I watched it. So I appreciate you. What else was I gonna say? I read a book and one of it that stuck with me is that do many days within the 24 hours that you have. Ooh. Wait. Edwin. That's clean. Okay, so in the book that you read, it says that you need to do many days within the 24 hours that you have. Can I show you guys something? Let me show you. Because like doing all this is a lot. Let me show you how I manage it. Let me show you guys something. Boom, 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 boom. I haven't done this in a minute, but I'm going to show you guys an example. Let's see if I can show you. I'm going to show y'all something really cool. I'm going to show y'all something really stinking cool. Let me send y'all something. Make sure I clean up any confidential stuff. But all right, I'm nothing illegal, nothing gonna get me canceled or fired. I mean fired. I'm my own boss, literally. All right, check this out, y'all. So Edwin says it's strictly focused on one thing for an hour, nothing else, and then move. Okay, so I need to improve on that a lot. The other thing that I've gotten really, really good at is like time stamping, right? So what I typically do is, let me show you something. All right. So I am a beast when it comes to like time stamping, yo. I have to do it. I need to do it. I measured my, I saw Alex Hormozy thing that says like measure every 15 minutes of your day for like 30 days straight, just to see where you spend your time. And you'll like really get in tune with like how things are going, how things, you know, what are you up to? I call this my beast mode schedule. But every 15 minutes, I do it like in like 6-hour blocks. Like I have a timer that goes off at 6 hours, and it's just like, oh, boom, log your time. What did you do? How did you spend your time? Right? I log when I wake up, connect with family, bang out Holdco emails, respond to sponsorship stuff, make LinkedIn posts, short-term reels, go for a walk, like outside. But then also this is where I do like the social media DMs and all that. YouTube idea generation while I'm eating breakfast. Went to Home Depot. Sponsorship grind. I visited. Okay, this is a real business we're looking at, but keep this confidential. We're looking at this business, so I went to go actually visit the shop and spent like a whole afternoon with the people there. Then like this day here, we just got little things like this where I spend my time. And as you can see, like sometimes I'm just like up going crazy, you know? Got deep focused areas, LinkedIn time, deep work time, testing stuff, presentation for different groups and all that, launching vids, went on a hike with a creator friend, drive to the gym, workout, eat Chipotle, research. I love this one. Research, COD, competitor, niche, YouTube research. This is where I relaxed and played Call of Duty. Little things like that. This wasn't last week. This was like 2 weeks ago. Because as you can see, like we're missing the streams here. But what I do is I take this. I feed this whole thing in to ChatGPT. And I'll go into ChatGPT and I'll be like, give me feedback on my week. Give me feedback of how I'm allocating my time. Because I would give it a base case of like how I should be spending my time. I'll be like, I should be spending my time doing X amount of time doing this, X amount of time doing this, X amount of time doing this. Like, how can I drastically improve? You know? Oh, wait, that's a really good point. Well, hi, Will and I. How you doing, champ? I posted a story today on Instagram. I was at the gym, and let me see if I can find it. Thanks for watching my stories, by the way, guys. I'll just be goofing on there. It was this one. It was really cool, but it was a what was it called? Galaxy Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling. Let's see where they at. Yep, that was it. That's the truck. Galaxy Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling. They do drain, clean outs, pipe repairs, leak detection, new piping, gas lines, installations, faucets, and more. I like that. Is this them though? No, I don't think this is them. Maybe it's something else. Two of them with, oh, here we go. Let's see if they're family owned though. Let's see if they're family owned. And best to be a dog. Be ready to do whatever people are willing to do and fall in love with it, I guess. That's fact. Hey, that's the number one thing you can do in the world is be a dog at your craft and fall in love with the art of improving yourself. That is the name of the game, Rich Topic. That is the name of the game. But Edwin, I love what you articulated. It's just like focusing on one thing for 1 hour, nothing else, and move like that all day. That is, I'm a busybody. I'm a busybody. I'm just like all over the place, like boom, then boom, then boom, then boom, then boom. It's just like I measure my time, but then I realize that the feedback that AI gives me that I'm all over the place. So I need to just be like, all right, these next 3 hours, this is simply YouTube time. These next 4 hours, it's simply holding company time. These next 2 hours, it is dedicated towards gym and meal prepping. Nothing else matters, right? Phone is off. Like my phone lives perpetually on do not disturb. This little thing that you guys have here, I don't know if y'all have this. If you're a builder, this is going to be your best friend. That do not disturb button. Hey, look, y'all. I'm going to keep it a buck. Let me make this full screen for the boys. This is, hold on. Boop, 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 boop. Do this again from the top. This right here. This is going to be your best friend if you're trying to build something of substantial value in 2026. The do not disturb button. Why is that? Why is that? That is simply because not everyone needs to have access to you. All right? Who needs to have access to you in this building season? Number 1, your partner. Number 2, your kids. Number 3, that's it. Right? That's it. All you really need to have, like, immediate access to you, do not disturb bypass, is your partner and your children. Why? Because like they said in The Godfather, a man that can't take care of his family can't be trusted. That's what we're doing all this for, to take care of our family, making sure they eat, right? But everybody else, bro, friends, random shawties you met at the club a year ago, homeboys that ain't doing nothing with their lives, random people that just trying to circle back, forget about it. I'm locked right now. Don't bother me. Because I had a really good conversation, actually with Boogie yesterday. And I was telling Boogie, I was like, look, some of the two of the worst things that you can ever do to a builder. I'm talking like a mogul, like the two of the worst things that could happen to a builder. Someone that just like is striving to just like up level their life, do incredibly difficult things that no one else would even have the balls to do. The two craziest things. Number 1, distraction. That is one of the worst things in the entire world to a builder. Do not distract the breadwinner. Like that is a sin in my book. Do not distract a breadwinner. If you know they are in a season of up-leveling your entire last name, do not distract them. You will be they will contact you when the job is finished. Until then, leave them in the trenches and let them build. All right? That is the first big red flag. Is never, ever, ever distract a breadwinner. Then number 2, and listen very closely, boys. Then number 2, inaction. Inaction is sitting with incredible ideas, incredible potential, and doing jack shit with it. That right there, that is what sucks. Thinking I need to be perfect to launch. Thinking I need to have every single piece of the chess in place before I make my move, right? Thinking I need to have the entire value creation roadmap of every single nail salon in Manhattan before I submit my first LOI. That's inaction. You're sitting there waiting for things to be perfect when that never actually is the case. Or number 1, you're being distracted by folks that aren't on the same mission as you. That's why I love our live streams. Why? There is no distractions. I am literally like surrounded by dogs. All you guys are literal dogs, in my opinion, right? All of you guys are out here just actually getting it, ambitious, focused on something. The fact that you stumbled across my YouTube channel, do you know how rare that is? Like, who in the world is looking up investing, business acquisition, entrepreneurship, business growth, like on entertainment sites like YouTube? Nobody but dogs, right? So the fact that you all have found me, that means that we have found a community of actual, like, real shredlers that are about this lifestyle. You know what I'm saying? So I view this not as a distraction. This is actually like one of the greatest accountability tools in the entire world for me in this building season, is because I want to build in public and showcase how I'm thinking, how I'm learning, how I'm growing, how I'm executing with people that are also inspiring me. What are some of the big inspirations this week from the chat? Chris showing me a crazy dope private equity university, vibe coded platform. You guys show me how to learn this vibe coding stuff. Michael popping in being like, I just submitted an LOI on a freaking nail salon. I want to roll up every single one in Manhattan, right? People like Alex Sable asking me crazy good, intelligent investing questions and PE questions about super dope businesses. You know, I'm inspired by that. So it's like, it's not, you know, and then we got Tenzin in the mix, and I look like Derrick Rose. I actually kind of do, low-key. But, like, remember that, guys. Like, as you are in this season of building, in 2026, know that there's going to be two big curses coming at you. Distraction and inaction. And when it comes to distraction, do the greatest thing that you could possibly do is turn that phone on Do Not Disturb. Only touch and tap in with people that are essential in this season. All right? And then the second is inaction. Literally start right now. Literally start right now, and then just be obsessive about iterating and learning. Get the data, get the feedback, ask people ideas as you are building. You want to know why? I'll tell you why. Because if you have a great idea, odds are someone else has a greater idea, and they just have more balls to go give it a shot before you. You know what I'm saying? Don't let that be the case. Don't let that be the case, that you had an amazing idea with no balls. All right? Make sure that you have the idea as well as the actual courage to execute. You know what I'm saying? And that's my TED Talk. What the heck is up? Sourcing Saturdays, boys. Y'all got me rolling, man. Y'all got me rolling. All right, let me catch up on the chat. Hello, sir. Chris, you're so formal. You're so formal, Chris. 20 years is a green flag. Oh, yeah, we got to check out this business. And it said people call you, leave it to your phone call. Time is precious. Richard says, I'm single. I'm good. Hey, that's facts. That's facts. If you're single, it's the best time to freaking get after it. You know what I'm saying? You got nothing holding you back. If you got no responsibilities, yo, bet it all on you. Is it? Oh, really good question, Alex Sable. Is it valid to switch up on your day ones? Ooh. Is it valid to switch up on your day ones? Let me tell you something, Alex. If your day ones are not compounding with you, then they are a distraction. If your day ones that see everything that you're doing, that have been with you from every single stage, that have watched your aura accumulate and compound, if they are not compounding with you, that is not your fault. That is simply a user error. They have not kept up with the motion. They were amazing when you were 16, but they don't know how to build empires when they're 30. And that's not switching up. What's switching up is they support you, they help you, you blow up, and then all of a sudden you get some new friends out in Hollywood. You don't answer their calls no more. You start dressing different. You start talking all weird, and you don't come back and spend time with them, with the fam back home. Like that's switching up. But if you have a very simple lifestyle, waking up, putting your head down, cranking and building every single day, and they know what you're doing, they know the effort that you put into growing and grinding, and they are not following anything of a similar pursuit in their own niches, that is simply the fact. Like, that's not switching up at all. You are a living testimony of the playbook of what it takes to win. They're just not winners of what they want to do. So, and you're not switching up by being just like blocking them and then like, talking bad about them. You're simply saying like, hey guys, this is how I allocate my days now. As you can see, I got motion. I got a lot going on. I got employees I got to have year-end reviews for. I got to make sure that I, take care of our top customers. I realize I got so many other things that I have to just work on and do as a investor, business owner, enterprise-minded person. Or like, look, I'm in school, guys. I know school wasn't something that y'all wanted to like do when we were teenagers, but I wanted to go to college. I'm in college now. This is my day as someone that's in college. I got office hours after school. I got an extracurricular. I'm in an investment club. I'm the president of the investment club on campus. So I have to be from here to here. I'm working on my diet right now. I have to be meal prepping and like making sure I'm doing boom, boom. I can't stay up late playing Fortnite anymore. I got to be in bed by 10 so I can be up at 5. Right? If your friends aren't realizing that like you are becoming great because you are adjusting your lifestyle to fit what it takes to become great, and all they do is spectate and they don't iterate in their own lives, that's a distraction. It's a distraction. They were an amazing piece. They were an amazing piece of the family for a season. But sometimes yesterday's price is not today's price, y'all. It's unfortunate, but it's true. I got so many countless friends back home, family back home, where it's just like they can't keep up with what we got going on, man. I get more done in a day than what some of them get done in a year. So I can't be spending time around that. You know what I'm saying? Like, think about that. Like, I can get done in a day what some people get done in a year. You feel me? And it's like, if that's the case, I can't be around nothing that slows me down. Why? They're not putting all this money up at stake. They're not trying to build. They may not have as ambitious goals as I may have, and that is not their fault. That is simply the game that they chose to play. Right? Remember the thing that we watched yesterday, right at the beginning of stream. You have athletes that train simply to win. They're average. They're good. Then you have athletes that train simply to dominate. And I have chose a path very early on. I chose a path that what I am looking to do, I want to dominate. I want to have one of the greatest holding companies in the entire world. Impressive cash flowing businesses. Amazing investment performance in the public markets. Right? One of the coolest, most personable, no BS, no scheming, like amazing, true, institutional grade YouTube channels in the entire world. Like, I am choosing to dominate in all these things. Am I a rookie at a lot of this stuff? Yes. Is a lot of my stuff small and it doesn't suck? Sure. Right? But I am beginning and I am starting. But I know that I am on a path that I am not stopping unless I'm out the game. Right? And all of my friends literally know what I'm doing. And they are actively supporting me. And they are actively being inspired and grinding in their own lives. AKA, they are keeping up. But if I see how you're spending time, if I see how you're investing in yourself, and I realize that you're just not doing it, you'll see me on Instagram. You want to hang out with me? Join the live stream. Don't expect me to call you directly, all right? I got things going on, man. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully that added clarity, Alex. Hopefully that adds clarity. Especially if you're like the type of person where you came from a certain environment. Like, look, I'm from Detroit, Michigan, right? And like, I grew up in a certain type of area, hood, and environment. I had certain family members, I had certain friends. And then I somehow was blessed by the grace of God to then go to an incredible college and then work at the greatest private equity firm in the entire world. So as you can see, like almost overnight, I had to drastically transform my life. You know what I mean? And it's like it's like really, really, really important to like focus on the fact that what got me to where I was back in Detroit is not going to get me to where I am in New York. And now I'm realizing, like, when I was back in New York, I was an amazing private equity investor, a great analyst, great associate, great senior associate. But what made me incredible there working for other people is not going to make me incredible building my own things, y'all. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's really, really important to understand that yesterday's price is not today's price. And it's sometimes not just directly correlated to the price point. It's about life. Number 3, Where are you looking, bro? The chat. I'm looking at the chat and showing off my fade. But happy Saturdays. You guys agree with that or what? What do you guys think? What do you guys think? You got to be all in. Hey, what? There's like a funny Instagram. There's like a really funny Instagram post that said like, in order to be balling, you need to be all in. Did you see that, Will Nye? In order to be balling, you need to be all in. You know what I'm saying? Sam, how we doing, legend? How do I pronounce your name? Sam, you got a long name, twin. What's your nickname? What's your nickname? Give us a nickname in the chat. Because right here, I'm going to try to pronounce it. Samioli Slamder Joy. Bro, that takes up half the stream trying to say your name. What's your view on investing? Very low amount in top gainers? What does he mean by that? What's your view on investing? Very low amount. Oh, in top. Oh, okay. Okay. So, Sammy, when it comes to investing, right? Like, let me show you something. Like, when it comes to investing, this is my favorite top gainer, right? Like, what are my thoughts on investing small amount of dollars in top gainers like this? I mean, folks have learned yet like this week of how much I've talked about this, but investing in names that have already ripped, the question is, does it have the same capacity to rip as much as it did historically? Right? A 1,000% growth in a stock, which happened over the past year. In order for that to grow another 1,000%, like, bro, this has to become a multi-trillion-dollar company. SanDisk is just not going to become a trillion-dollar company. So what you have to understand is you have to, at each interval, you got to start realistically resetting your expectations of what that underlying asset is going to perform. You know? Perfection is my biggest enemy. Richard, look, man. Perfection, you can grow into perfection. That's what I want you to know, man. You can grow into perfection. It's funny, buddies mention sometimes of entertainment, and I have no clue. I just have business and motivation. That's facts. Hey, look, man, I'm in a season of my life where it's like I'm not trying to look cool for the club. I'm not trying to have the fanciest shoes. I'm not trying to drive the fastest car. Bro, what I look like spoiling all my money on a Lamborghini Urus if the speed limit's 70 on the freeway and then residential is 40. I can't even use the thing in the first place. You know? I'm just showing off for girls that only want me for my car or for boys. You know? So for me, it's like I have no appetite at all in the world of just like looking rich and showcasing and entertainment and fun and games and all that. I want to dominate. I have fun when I'm a billionaire, bro. You know? That's the way how I see it. And it's just like, yeah, it sounds like a very boring, lonely grind of a life, but like that's what I chose. It's fun. The grind is great for me. I love it in the trenches. I'm comfy down here. You know what I'm saying? Like some people are comfortable in the flash and the flex and, you know, working and doing what they got to do just so that they can like, you know, have fun. Like some people live for Fridays. Bro, I live for every hour of the day. You know? Wait, that's a bar. Some people live for Fridays. I live for every hour of the day. What are you saying? That's fact. Hey, what y'all put in this drink, man? I'm out here sipping this water. What y'all got in this water? Y'all got me talking that talk, man. Will Nye just copped the HBR Guide to Buying a Small Business. W. Will Nye. Congrats, man. That's an amazing book. That's a really good book. That's a very good book. My ebook is free. Just saying. but no, that's a good book too. Rich topic. I consider watching the stream as an essential. Hey, I appreciate you, Rich topic. Thank you so much. Tenzin, what you talking about? Entire market is fake. Boy, how you calling this fake? The Wolf of Wall Street is right. They used to be my favorite movie as a kid. Wolf of Wall Street. Imperfect action. That's right. Imperfect action. Nice clip. What was a nice clip? Somebody clip whatever I was talking about. Dude, for Lauren, like it's all facts, bro. It's all facts. Like it's like there is no room at all for inaction in 2026. Bro, every single day, for Lauren, every single day is a day to compound, bro. That's how I see it. Every single day is a day to compound. You know what I'm saying? If you don't have a circle, then you have a K. Ooh. Yo, Edwin, you want that? You want that? Hey, you want demon time, bro. Hey, Edwin locked in. Edwin might be the most locked in guy. Edwin and Rich Topic. Y'all two going crazy. Y'all ain't playing no games. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. God first, then business and investing. Hey, that's facts. That's my exact setup. I'd add family in there too. Like if I had to like rank my priorities. Well, no, I actually made this very clear. I told all my friends this. Like at the beginning of the year, I told them like, hey, this is your entrance exam for 2026. This is your entrance exam. You need to understand very, very, very simply. If it doesn't bring me closer to God, if it doesn't put food on my family's plate, if it doesn't bring me cash flowing businesses, or if it doesn't help support my subscribers, I don't have time for it. Don't even bother me about it. Don't text me about it or anything. Those are the only 4 things that matter this year. The only 4 things. If it doesn't bring me closer to God, if it does not put food on my family's table, if it does not bring me cash flowing businesses, or if it does not support my YouTube subscribers, I do not have zero appetite, time, interest at all. Maybe 2027. Maybe. Check back then. And it was a very simple yes or no. And hey, and they got with it. They got with it. Everybody knows. Don't call me to party. Send me business listings. Right? That's facts. Do not call me to party. Send me business listings. Like I'm going to track the data. Like I am actively going to have AI look at all of my text messages and assess the data and say, did this person distract me more or provide more guidance, resources, support in my ambitions? AI will determine if you get to stick around in 2026. It's ruthless, but it's true. How do you think Elon Musk allocates his days? How do you think Jensen Huang allocates his days? How do you think Warren Buffett allocates his days? You know what I'm saying? That's what we talking about, y'all. That's what we talking about. But Will Nye, I love that. God first, then business and investing. Let's freaking go, bro. Yeah, if it doesn't allow me to dominate, see ya. Wouldn't want to be ya. But that's just the season that I'm in. That's what you guys got to understand. That is like the essential season that I'm in. I'm not in a season of trying to be the most popular cat on campus, right? I'm not in the season of trying to have as much fun as possible. I'm not in a season of living out my 20s. I'm just not trying to do that, you know? So I'm simply focused on faith, family, cash flowing businesses, and of course, my subscribers. And if you guys haven't hit that like button on this chat and subscribe, I don't know what the heck y'all doing to it. That's how we roll. Nimrods, what the heck is up, Shred Lord? How you doing? Let's go. Kenny going 365 days on these streams. Yeah, I kind of got obsessed with it. I find these things incredibly cool. It keeps me super motivated. I get amazing ideas from you guys, and I would have done this work anyway off stream, so I might as well show you all exactly what I'm doing. Right? Like I would have been looking for businesses. I would have been researching stocks. I would have been hiring talent on Upwork, all kinds of things already. I might as well put a camera on, you know? Been watching the streams in between work and stuff. Hey, I appreciate that. Thank you so much. The fact that any of you all of you all have like incredibly busy schedules and time commitments. The fact that you all are like hanging out with me on stream just to hear me yap. That's greatly appreciated, Joe. That's greatly appreciated. We got so much cool stuff going on. But we got sourcing and stocks for Saturdays. That's the Saturday appetite. That's the Saturday. We just balling out over here. Hey, I like that. We really is balling out. What y'all know about Roddy Ricch? Every season. I just been balling out every season. I was listening to that earlier. If you guys want to be locked in, if y'all want to be like really locked in, let me put y'all on a album y'all should be listening to. Like, you know what I love most is when you're in this kind of season, like music can get you by so far, y'all. Like, put y'all best motivational, just like grinding albums or whatever in the chat. Like what y'all be listening to. But what I love is what is super, super useful is when you listen to like the first album or first big album of like some good musicians. When they ain't have much but a dream and a hustle, that's how you know they got, that's how you know they locked in. So like for me, what I was listening to earlier, I was listening to I can't play it on stream because this is YouTube. On Twitch, we can listen to it on Twitch. I gotta figure out how to do Twitch. But like this one here, y'all. Oops. Let me turn the brightness down a little bit. Too bright. I learned from Hothead how to do this. Feed the streets too, Roddy Ricch. Feed the streets too, Roddy Ricch. This is so good, right? The songs on there, you gotta listen to every season. Every season is so good. Every season is so good. Hothead with the $2. Getting us over to 412. I appreciate you. Thank you for the donut. I appreciate you. How do we build a strong personal brand? First, listen to Roddy Ricch. Then, I'm not the biggest Roddy Ricch fan because like that was the only album that I really liked from him. But it gets better. It gets better. Let me show y'all this. Then hey, I'm a trap star, man. I ain't gonna hold y'all up, man. I'm a trap star. I gotta listen to this kind of stuff. I ain't gonna hold y'all up. I'm a little ghetto. I'm a little ghetto. So let me tell you what else y'all need to be listening to. There's that. Then wait, hold on. Okay, there's this. Wait, what? Wait, where's this at? It's what album was it? Shout out my label, that's me. I'm in into DV. I'm in infiltrate. No, it wasn't that one. It was this Harder Than Ever. Oh, by Lil Baby, Harder Than Ever. Y'all can hey, set yourselves a goal and a mission and turn on some Lil Baby Harder Than Ever. Psh, give it a year, you gonna get it. Hey, give it a year, you gonna get it. I'll tell you that. That's for dang sure. Give it a year, you gonna get it. But I was a Lil Baby. Oh, anybody ever listen to Cash or Southside by Lil Baby? That's the name of the game. Hot topic. I'm gonna get to you in 1 second. Real Life by Young Dolph? Oh yeah, easily. Easily. Oh, Edwin and Rich Topic. Hey, that's how y'all know y'all in the right chat. Edwin and Rich Topic both said Young Dolph. Hey, Nipsey's Victory Lap? That's so good. Hey, Will Nye, that's so good. My favorite Nipsey song is Double Up. Double Up. What is that called? Is it called Double Up? That one is so good. Yeah, Double Up. Double Up by Nipsey. Oh, that go crazy. Double Up by Nipsey is nuts. Oh, snap. Alex Boogie in the chat. What up, hey, Boogie? How you doing, twin? Hey, we working on Saturdays where everybody else doing nothing with their lives, all right? We out here cooking, dog. We out here cooking, man. We have to look up that stock that you told me about. K-Lac. Boogie. We about to be in the chat looking up K-Lac, making some moves. Hey, y'all want to know something that's also crazy? That boy Boogie coming up with some ideas and dreams, too. And that boy Boogie been hustling all week on some stuff. You know what I'm saying? So he out here while he listening to the chat, he probably working on his stuff. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Boogie, how you going to put 100 hours in somebody else's dream? Put 10 of it into yours. Do it while we on stream, twin. Oh, wait. All right. I told y'all I was ghetto, right? So, I'm a little hood rat. But this guy, A Boogie, can't stand living with me. He was my roommate, by the way. I told y'all this. He can't stand living with me. Because on Saturdays, And I was a first year analyst when I lived with Boogie, right? I was a first year analyst when I lived with Boogie. I was fresh from the trenches, y'all, living in New York. So I still had a little bit of that, Detroit trap star in me. So I may have worked at Blackstone, but I was very much from Detroit. So every Saturday, I would play it on our TV, play this music video for this song by 42 Doug called Dog Food. That was like one of my greatest songs as a as like a first year analyst. Bro, I used to walk into the office. Literally. I used to walk into the office. Oh, snap. Hey, Boogie with the $50 dono.
We was broke as hell.
We was
Now
broke
we
as
up.
hell. But we up now. Hey, we up. Hey, Boogie, we was so broke. And let's tell them about our intern days. So when me and Boogie were interns, we were roommates also when we were interns. That's when we met. We used to eat. What was that meal deal at KFC, Boogie? What was that meal deal at KFC? It was, dang, bro. What? We ain't had no bread. We ain't had no bread at all. We was so broke. We couldn't afford none of these high-class Michelin star dinners and stuff that everybody was eating on Wall Street. We had to eat. What was here? Let me look this up. Poor meal at KFC. Oh, yeah. $5 joints. Yeah. Not poor meal. Let me see. $5 box. At KFC. Bro, this thing got me by so much. Hey, yup. Hey, $5 fill-ups. Boogie, we was eating them $5 fill-ups, bro. We was out here eating these. Hey, but they got us too, though. I ain't gonna hold you up. They got us too, for real. Them $5 fill-ups. We was broke. Boogie was really broke. I had some money in my pocket because I worked like each summer in New York. But Boogie, when I met him, that was like one of his first stints at working on Wall Street. So he was really broke. I had like a few summers under my belt. So I had some cash, some savings and all that. But that boy Boogie, he was fresh from poverty. And you know what's crazy? We was probably like statistically some of the poorest people from just like either our schools or our areas. And now if you look at us and like our age, like me and Boogie the same age, we're probably some of the richest people in our age. Isn't that crazy, Boogie? Just think about it. The real come up. But now, Boogie, remember that song? I literally used to play this all the time. I used to wake him up with this. Boom, you see? I used to wake him up with this. It's very vulgar, so I don't condone you all listening to that. Dog food. We was in them trenches, man, eating this spot. No, guys, I am so serious. We had this like every night, like every single night almost. And then it was like towards the end of the summer, we came up a little bit and we found us a nice little Peruvian restaurant in Upper East Side where I think the meal was only $10 or $12. And we got us a little lomo saltado. Am I saying that right, Richard? Lomo saltado. Yeah, a little lomo saltado. Hey, what you know about this, y'all? We found a little lomo saltado for like $10-15. That's almost. Lomo saltado. Saltado. Lomo saltado. How do I pronounce it? But this is when that paycheck came. When that paycheck came, we got us a little lomo saltado. What y'all know about that? Did y'all try ceviche? Yeah, man. I love ceviche. Hothead, I'm hungry now. Hey, man, get you a nice little snack, man. Get a little snack. Hella healthy snack. What else y'all be listening to? Real Life by Young Dolph. The GOAT. I Do This, Nipsey Hussle. Oh, I Do This, Nipsey Hussle featuring Young Thug. Y'all, I'm gonna figure out how we can multi-stream on Twitch, because on Twitch I hear you can like actually play music without getting in trouble. Turn 7 to a 14, 14 to a whole thing double. Hey, Will Knight, a science guy, you already hip to the mix, dog. You really hip to the mix. We should see how EcoStar is doing just for. Hey, let's look at that. Hey, Boogie, I even memorized the stock ticker for you. I even memorized. Ooh. It's a little flat. It's all right. It's all right. But since he pitched it, though, Boogie pitched it when? Oh, let's go back to the... Since Boogie pitched it, he pitched it on 110. So since 110... does it not give me? Let me see. Oh, I guess we streamed that on like Saturday or something. You up a little 3% books? You up a little 3% Boogie? I like that. All right. Whoa. Y'all see this? What is this? AST Mobile Space. Hold on, chat. Is a publicly traded satellite designer and manufacturer based in Midland. What does AST Space Mobile do? And what's the... Oh, well, how about we spell correctly? Let's ask some questions here. Let's ask some questions to AI. Because this is actually pretty interesting. Midland, Texas. Oh, snap. Edwin, it's Midland, Texas. All right. Okay. AST Space Mobile is building the world's first space-based cellular broadband network designed to connect directly to standard. I need that. Because this AT&T ain't cutting it for me. ASTS satellites act as cell towers in space. Ooh, allowing any phones to connect in dead zones. Okay. The institutional and hedge fund thesis. The asset-light mode. ASTS does not compete with carriers. It partners with them. By signing agreements with over 50 mobile network operators like AT&T, Verizon, and Vodafone, they gain access to 3 billion potential subscribers without spending $1 on customer acquisition costs. Oh, hold on. We might be cooking, y'all. Massive unit economics. Boogie, pay attention to this. This might be better than EcoStar. Maybe. The revenue model is typically a 50... Well, no, because it doesn't have exposure to SpaceX. The revenue model is typically a 50-50 rev share with carriers. We estimate 50% plus or 80% plus EBITDA margins at scale. Once the constellation is in orbit, the marginal cost of adding new users is nearly zero. Capital de-risking. As of early 2026, the company has transformed its balance sheet from running on fumes to fortress with $3.2 billion in liquidity. This is sufficient to fund the manufacturing and launch of the Block 2 constellation needed for free cash flow. That's insane. First of all, the fact that we can get up to speed on this thesis in 5 seconds using Chat or Gemini, it's, bro, hashtag sponsor me. Technological barrier. Their satellites feature the largest commercial phased arrays in low Earth orbit. The size of the physical requirement to hear the weak signal of a standard smartphone from 700 kilometers away. A hurdle competitors are still struggling to clear for full broadband needs and speeds. The needle-moving narrative, the dual-use pivot. All right, so the current needle-moving narrative has shifted from purely commercial to national security and government utility. The SHIELD program. Hey, just like Avengers, the SHIELD program, y'all. ASTS was recently selected as a prime contractor for the Missile Defense Agency's SHIELD program. Wait, that's actually real? We actually have a defense agency program called SHIELD? That's kind of cool. Part of the $151 billion Golden Dome project. This validates the technology for military use cases like tactical communications and missile tracking. Non-dilutive capital government contracts provide a floor for revenue that is independent for consumer adoption rates. This dual-use capability makes ASTS a strategic national asset, which often commands a higher valuation multiple than pure-play telecom. The re-rating catalyst. The market is currently shifting from valuing ASTS as a speculative R&D project to a high-margin infrastructure utility. Ooh. What y'all think about this? I thought I was going to get on Twitch this weekend. I should. I just don't know. I just don't know how to do it, bro. We can give it a shot. Maybe tomorrow. Maybe I'll try it tomorrow. I need to hop on Twitch. Get some of the DJ audience from Twitch. Bring them over here. Educate them. This might be an interesting idea. Whoa, it's up 450% in the last year. This thing low-key going crazy. Wait, did we just find a look here? Let me add this to the watch list. Oh yeah, that's true. I got AI to help me get on Twitch. You're right. You're right. ASTS. All right, ASTS. I'm actually pretty impressed by this. Let's see. Let's see what kind of presentations they got. And some of these presentations just be like so cool. Because you get to get into the head of like what they're trying to build. They're trying to build the first and only space-based cellular broadband network. That's so dope. Hold on. Y'all think we gonna actually go to space? What y'all think? Y'all think we actually gonna go to space? Like someone's gonna figure it out. I think Elon's gonna figure it out, right? I think somehow, some way, we are actually going to go to space. But if we go to space, you know how many amazing investment opportunities there's gonna be? You know how many amazing freaking investment opportunities there's gonna be in space? I'm gonna buy the first HVAC platform in space. I'm about to build the first plumbing franchise in space. Hey, SpaceX is getting close to reusable rockets? Dang. Hold on, let's see. Significant contract wins with the signing of defensive commercial agreements with STC Group and Verizon, and additional contracts with the U.S. government. This is so dope. This might be dope. Select the MNO partners. Hey, they got all the big dogs in the MNO network in the space. Hothead, you asked, do you think that the new moon landing was fake? Nah, I think that stuff's real. I don't think they'd be faking anything anymore. People got too much pride in their craft, man. They spend these astronauts spending their whole life training for this. They'll be dang if they let somebody like fake their accomplishments. You know what I'm saying? If they did it, they did it. They don't, they're gonna own up to it, I think. All right, this is really cool. So like these satellites, AST Space Mobiles in space, they're going to be allowing incredible access to some of the most remote places in the entire world. Isn't that just incredible? To just like have access, like just from these satellites having access over there, and they don't need to spend no dollars on customer acquisition costs because they're partnering with all these big customers. You know what I'm saying? That's a play. Hey, y'all, I think that's a freaking play. All right, what they talking about? How much are they making, though? Are they making any revenue yet? Where do we see their profitability? Let's go to Google Finance. Oh, wait, hold on. Wait, let's just go to, let's go here. Let me go to my Gemini. Give me a summary of their last 3 years revenue and adjusted EBITDA and free cash flow. Are they burning cash? If so, when does management expect to hit referenced actual earnings call transcript notes? AI, y'all. Tap in with AI. Are you doing business today? How you doing, pull out? This is business. Oh, like sourcing businesses? Yeah, we're going to find some private businesses too. We just in our hedge fund bag right now. And not like this is a hedge fund, but kind of like me just being intellectually curious in the world of hedge funds. Because there's amazing there's amazing public opportunities out there. Y'all, you guys don't understand. There is literally baggers sitting around the stock market. We have to find them. I'm making it my life mission for us to find the baggers this year. find the theses. All right. Of course, the theses that I'm really obsessed on is AI memory, photo mask, substrates, that layer of the semiconductor stack, data center maintenance and repairs, interconnection cables, optics. And then now I'm quite interested in space satellites. All right. Because that guy, A Boogie, came up with a really great pitch. You guys shut it down, but we found probably a better idea. Boogie, you should have pitched this, bro. You should have pitched this. Okay. So they're in the build out stage. Okay, here's the financials. Oh, so they're burning almost 300. Dang. They're expected to burn $900 million this year. Wow. Is burning cash at an accelerating rate? Burn rate, $260 to $300 million per quarter. That's crazy. That's so much money burning per quarter. 260 to 300 mil per quarter. That's absolutely wild. $40 billion market cap, zero revenue. What could go wrong? Yeah. A lot could actually go wrong. You know what I'm saying? They're only doing 18 million in revenue in 2025. That's wild. Management path profitability. Revenue inflection. During the third quarter 2025 earnings call, management projected a significant jump in revenue to 50 to 75 million for fourth quarter 2025. So I guess you got to spend a bunch of CapEx to get these satellites equipped and then up in space. And then once they're up there, you need to prove that like it actually is connected and works and is secure for the MNOs. And then I think that's when they start paying the recurring revenue. Jackson, how we doing? Happy sourcing Saturdays. Where we're looking at stocks and sourcing deals and sourcing investments. You brought up a really good point. $40 billion market cap, zero revenue. What could go wrong? This feels like a growth equity investment in the public markets. But what's nuts though, y'all, is like this thing has ripped. Okay, magic number. The primary needle moving narrative is that they need to have 45 to 60 satellites by the end of 2026. Management believes that this will continue to enable 80% gross margins. Yeah, maybe not, probably not. But if you just look at what's the name of this stock? AS. Like this is crazy. It's crazy that it jumped 15% today. In the past 5 days, it's up 20%. Like, I actually still like EcoStar better. Is it EcoStar? EcoSpace. Whatever it's called. I like it better than this. This one's too volatile. Yeah, like if they lose a customer, they're chalked. If they lose a customer, the fact that Jackson pointed out they had like zero revenue, that's some nasty work, y'all. As a business, that's some crazy work. Nimrose, random question. Are we going to create an investment group to collect money to buy businesses together? As of now, no. Because like on the record, legally, there's a lot to put together for something like that. That's kind of like crowdsourcing or crowdfunding an investment fund. I don't know. Maybe I think when we get like really big, I think we might one day look at like really cool acquisition and then do like an SPV. And then let certain folks that might have like a certain net worth or minimum check participate in SPV, potentially. Not no promises. It's a theoretical idea. It'd be cool though. It'd be really cool if there was like a chat capital SPV to actually buy like a cash flowing like HVAC business or something. You know what I'm saying? Because like if I'm gonna be raising capital from random LPs, it's gonna be annoying me. Why not hang out with the boys on the cap table? You know what I'm saying? Why are they public? That's just a really good question. That's a really good question. Why are they public? You know? And how long have they been public? Since 2019? This was literally, wow. Oh, SPAC? Oh, geez. These nasty SPACs are back. Jackson knows a lot about this one. Wait, that'd be really cool, though, Nimrose, if we actually did have one. Wait, Boogie, are we allowed to do that, though? Boogie, what am I legally allowed to say about that? Boogie keeps me accountable on these things. He lets me know if I slip up, what I am and aren't allowed to say on these things as it relates to that stuff. Theoretically, Chat Capital could have an SPV a few years down the road to participate in the acquisition of a cash flowing business, right? about Nimrod's question. He says that, are we going to create an investment group to collect money to buy businesses together? What do you think? All right, Jackson, I'm going to look this up. Jackson, I have a feeling you work in finance. All right, you heard it from Boogie. No promises, y'all. This is their SPAC. This is their SPAC deck. What's this? Their S1? The chairman worked at Citibank. This guy knows nothing about space. Scroll down to the financial projection summary. Oh, this is how it's going to work, y'all. You are out of coverage. Would you like to turn on your Space Mobile Day Pass? Yes. You'll be connected everywhere. Wait, but do you guys think this is going to compete with SpaceX though? Or like not SpaceX. What's the other one? Starlink? So is this going to create is this going to compete with Starlink? Because there's no shot they can compete with Starlink, right? Market opportunity. $1 trillion addressable wireless. Yeah, I know they are, but it's just like, it's more of just like as a business, Nimros. Like fundamentally as a business, like even though one's private, one's public, it's just like the consumers are still the consumers, and it's gonna be really hard for them to like compete. Hey, this is what y'all gonna see me with when we make a bunch of money and I get off the grid. I'm gonna be using one of these things, little walkie-talkie sat phones. I ain't gonna have no iPhone no more. Y'all gonna see me in Bali. This is actually a really cool deck. Just like understanding the tech. Y'all really about to see me on my sat phone. All right, phase 1. This is how they build their TAM. Grand total 1.6 billion. Global coverage. Subscribers. The financials. Business model highlights. 50-50 revenue share model. Wait, it's actually kind of cool. When we looked up in Gemini, it pulled all this information and summarized it. That's so impressive, y'all. I'm just so blown away. It resulted in 90% plus EBITDA margins. Wow, okay, tough guy. Look at the projected subscribers, y'all. Going from 9 to 373. Oh, wow. Projected subscribers in 2025, 108. 234 in this year. What? Let's see what they actually did. What are they saying? They're saying in 2025, 108 million subscribers. How many? Oh, none? Wait, actually? Jackson already did it for us. They have none. Wow, dang. Okay, that sucks. I didn't. When I was looking on this, I was like, why is there no revenue line? But I guess, yeah. Let's go to the source. Let's go to the source, y'all. Cause they playing games with your boy. They playing games with your boy. They playing games with your boy. This is what I love about public markets. You can't lie about this stuff. You got to put out the facts. Here we go. Literally virtually no revenue. That's tiny. Tiny amounts. But here. At that point, the company intends to offer. We intend to. We currently have partnerships, well, but nothing about like how much we actually have. Subscribers. Yeah, they don't have no table, Jackson, of like how many subscribers they have. So all that revenue is probably like project revenue, to where it's like pre-sales. It's like probably like pre-sale fees and revenue of like getting some of these things up into building it in like milestone payments. They playing games with us. Oh yeah. Oh, psh. Jackson, we're talking literally the same language. Pre-sales and equipment sales. What the heck? Hey, you're not about to. Oh, okay. Let's vote. Hey, chat, let's vote. ASTS. Buy or short? What do y'all think? ASTS. What y'all thinking? What y'all thinking? This could be an incredible. Because the thing is, what I gotta understand is like with these kind of businesses that have crazy runs like this with no revenue, one bad thing that dents the timeline or confidence in generating revenue, boop, you're done for. Right? Because right now, it has gone up because more buyers and sellers have entered that particular stock. And sellers are now still holding like this $40 billion market cap. These are like folks that are optimistic that long term, there's going to have like a revenue generating, profit generating, story and narrative. But the key is, if you realize you go to your current investors and like, hey, the timeline is longer than you expected, the confidence in hitting revenue is less than I anticipated, they don't believe that narrative anymore. So they rotate to something that they have better conviction in, right? Investors in the public markets don't want to sit and wait for you to figure stuff out. You know what I'm saying? They don't want to just sit and wait and figure stuff out, y'all. So this thing will crush it if they execute. And they have like almost everything lined up for them to do it the right way, I think. Signing these big contracts. They're working with the Avengers, Shield, right? They have these big contracts, y'all. And it's like, that sounds cool and all, but one really bad thing, one customer churn or one failed project, it's like, we're out of there. Rotating. Like when stocks, you always want to think about it this way. When stocks collapse or when stocks fall, think of it as the investors are leaving the party. Investors are rotating to some other better use of their capital. Right? Oh, snap. Wait a minute. 30% of you guys say buy. What's your thesis? What's the thesis on the buy? Oh, Nimros, that's good. If it dips hard, then I would buy it. That's facts. It could be oversold, right? One like minor announcement. Because keep in mind, very small, like minor things can spook the heck out of investors and they might not even be that real. And it creates opportunity. Brianna Aragon, how we doing? Is it Brian or Brianna? I'm happy on RKLB. Ooh, what's RKLB? Is that Rocket Lab? What's RKLB? Keep sending me all these stocks, y'all, because I'm having, Rocket, I guessed the name. I guessed it right. Long Beach. I was there earlier. That's my barber is. My barber might work for them. Dang. Brianna, we're going 1641. Why is this your first time out here giving us amazing ideas and this thing has been up 300%? Where you been at? Hold on. Now we got beef. Over the last month, this stock has ripped 80%. Wait, Jackson. Jackson, what do you think about this one? Jackson's our resident satellite expert. JK, he knows how to diligence these things really quick. Let's do a sprint on this one. What do we think about this one? What do we think about this one, guys? Rocket Lab Corp. Where's Rocket Lab Corp? Oh, wait. Okay, let's go here. The space company. Boom. Investors. Let's start here. Let's start at Gemini. Summarize what does this business, Rocket Lab, do? What are, I know like theoretically what they do, but what are they producing? What's the promise? where are they realistically in the development stage with evidence from 10Qs and 10Ks? Who are their customers? I love AI. Let's get smarter on, and we getting smarter so much. We've only been on stream for like 30 minutes, I think, and we already gotten so smart on this, y'all. All right, Rocket Lab, end-to-end space company, aka budget SpaceX, according to Jackson. All right, what is the business? What do they do? Rocket Lab produces launch services and space systems. All right, what if there is a okay, so you know how everyone's like racing into AI, but everyone within the AI race needs to have particular chips and photomask and substrates and memory things. Is there anything like that in the space race, to where everyone in the space race needs to have a fundamental bit like component or piece of the supply chain? I would ask AI, but I want to ask the resident experts here in the chat. All right, because that could be a thesis. Like eventually, I don't know if now, eventually space race is going to pick up. Is going to become real. A lot of CapEx dollars are going to like go on fire for it, but there probably will be a handful of businesses that are essential providers of some piece of equipment or software or a radar, whatever it is. And there are only a handful of publicly traded ones, I think, that will do that. So we need to figure out what that is within the value chain of the space race. Who is producing something that could become a bottleneck to get to space? You see how we're thinking here? That's chat capital, y'all. That's chat capital. All right, let's rock. Launch services. They produce and fly the Electron rocket, the world's leading small satellite launcher. Oh, so they got these rockets to launch satellites. They also offer HASTE, a suborbital test bed for hypersonic technologies. Space systems. This segment now generates roughly 70% of total revenue. They produce satellite buses, the Photon family of components, star trackers, reaction wheels, solar panels. So this seems to be like more diversified than just simply rockets. So the promise of Rocket Lab is their Neutron rocket, a reusable medium lift vehicle designed to carry 8,000 to 13,000 kilograms to orbit. The goal. Wait, where are they based? They're based in, should we try to do a video with them? Low key? Would that be kind of cool? Would you guys watch that? This is a really good idea. Hold on, let me add that to the content calendar. I'm going to reach out to, wait, let's see. What is this called? Rocket Lab? Do they have a marketing person? Rocket companies? Senior communications manager? Okay. We're going to get in touch with this person, y'all. Should we send them a message? Add a note. Hey, Lindsay. Great to meet. I'm a business YouTuber and would love to... What should I say? What should I say, guys? Shoot or shoot. The worst thing that she could say is no or not respond. So I'm going to email her anyway. Great to meet. I'm a business YouTuber and I would love to stop by and showcase Rocket Lab. What are they called? How do they spell their name? Rocket, oh, space. Rocket. On an upcoming video focusing on the investment case for the space race. All right, that sounds kind of cool. All right, let me send that on personal. Doom. Bet. That's how we get things done. All right, keep it moving. Boom. This is that ASTS business, but Rocket Lab. So let me get back to my learning here, guys. Let's learn together. Are you guys learning? I'm learning. And give me some other business. Oh, Hothead. I owe you a personal brand thing, right? Is that what you asked me? Hi, what did you ask me? You asked me about personal brand? I'll give you a whole playbook, champ. All right. Realistic development. Electron has achieved 100. Ooh. Hey, Electron in 2025 has achieved 100% mission success rate across 21 launches. That's not bad. The Neutron is their promise rocket, though. The timeline for the first launch has slipped into mid-2026. CEO Peter Beck stated that in Q3 2025 that the rocket is expected at the launch pad in 1Q 2026 for qualification and acceptance testing. Okay. While the revenue reached a record 155 million. See, I like this one, Jackson. This one actually has 155 million dollars of revenue, up 48% year over year. There's still record losses of 60 million in one quarter. Dang, due to heavy neuron R&D spend. I wonder how much it takes to actually like build a rocket. This stuff is so expensive, y'all. Oh, you had to go to bed? All right. Yeah, tomorrow. Hop in tomorrow. We'll do like we'll spend some time on content stuff tomorrow. But have a great night, Highhead. I appreciate you rocking with us, man. And have an amazing day at work tomorrow beyond your expectations. All right, legend? Hey, W Highhead in the chat. He's one of our youngest folks in the chat, man. But he's so locked in every day, trying to learn and be great and improve himself. So I appreciate you, man. Keep investing in yourself. You can do amazing things in life. All right, Highhead? And get some good sleep, all right? 7 to 8 hours, champ. All right, who are their customers? U.S. government and defense is their largest customer segment. U.S. Space Force, SDA, and NASA. International agencies. What y'all think of this? You think should we broadly, is this our circle of competence? I don't know if space is our circle of competence. It's not mine. Their presentations are probably cool. Oh, they make YouTube videos for their presentations. Oh, that's so sick.
Welcome.
I just don't want to get banned.
Advanced missile and constant control.
Oh, this is so sick. All right, we're going to skip around because they may not allow me on YouTube. All right. What exactly is the payoff to a space race? All the space stock momentum is just bull market euphoria overflowing from AI. Facts. I agree with that. UEIC. Let's check that one out. I think you should blanket avoid space as it changes valuation have not matched any change in fundamentals. You're speaking my language. You're speaking my language. But what's your thesis on UEIC? UEIC. Boom, boom. Yeah. Morgellons, what's up, legend? How you doing, champ? Oh, UEIC. This one, Universal Electronics, is a smart home tech. Oh, snap. You should have told me to look at this when I was at CES last week. I was looking at all the smart devices. It was on stream too. Wait, bro, this is a tiny company. $50 million market cap. This is tiny. So you must be a deep value special situations type of guy, huh? Dang. Holy guacamole. All right. Let's do some digging. Let's do some digging on this. Let's see what they got going, y'all. Let's see what Jackson's got for us. Jackson's got a deep diligence here. Or a deep value play. Jackson, Jackson, are you formally pitching this for Jack Capital? Are you formally pitching this? We had one formal pitch so far, and it was Echo Star by Boogie. And it was an official pass. Oh, you're formally pitching it? All right, wait, let me send you the link. I'm sending you the link for the, if you have a formal pitch, you have to, oh, we only have one so far. Someone said, okay, how do I share this? Boom, boom. Okay. If you're formally going to pitch it, I'm going to look at it while you fill this out, all right? We got to document it. Real thesis. We're not out here just talking about stocks for the sake of stocks. We're value-oriented investors. I would ask for presentations and memos. Did you show how we could correctly pitch a stock? Oh, wait. Okay, so rich topic. So I'll give it to you here. I don't think I actually showed it for people. But this is how we're going to successfully pitch. All right? This is how you formally pitch a stock for Chat Capital. You put the company, and this is like very simple stuff. You can even get Gemini to help you with this. All right? But we just need this data so that we can look at things the right way. Company, the ticker, easy. Current share price. I love to get a sense of what's been happening over the last year for the stock. What you think the price target is. Now, look, you don't need to build yourself a whole crazy, wonky operating model, DCF, and all that. You can just check average equity research ones and look online and ask Gemini. There's likely some price targets out there. But if not, if you don't know, I can find it on my research portals and find some price targets for you. I would love for you all to think through, like, what is the investment thesis, right? Very simple. This one's overplayed, but like last year, this would have been a great investment thesis. The AI boom is taking off a key component of the AI value chain that is facing an incredible choke point and shortage is memory. Because as more and more consumers and enterprise and data center and infrastructure and utility folks upload all of their data into the world of AI to train their models, they all need memory. And there's only such capacity of current manufacturing abilities from SanDisk, from Western Digital, from Micron to produce memory. So therefore, I think these memory stocks are undervalued. So we need to buy into memory stocks as they are providing a critical point solution for a choke point in the AI value chain. And as you can see, that thesis played out incredibly well last year, right? So that's like an example of like an investment thesis, right? Another one could be I think Rocket Labs is a sound business. Like here, like literally, if you guys want to just use Gemini, right? Use Gemini and then like focus on like what the narrative is, right? The needle moving, narrative is that like they're launching certain types of, here, this is what I said, the thesis. You can even copy something like this, like an investment thesis. You don't need to like come up with it yourself. We got AI to help us do this a lot quicker and faster. And I don't expect everyone to be a genius. I have a feeling Jackson works in financial services, so he should be a genius at this. But anyone else, like, it's just like, I want you guys to just like practice thinking about coming up with a thesis. And your thesis can be as simple or as elaborate as you want. You can simply say, everyone's going to be buying a Labubu. I think everyone in the entire world is going to have a Labubu one day. So I think we need to buy PopSmart. Granted, that's the dumbest thesis out there. But like some people say that, right? Like that could be like what you want to put on there is like, I think that everyone should have a Labubu. I think it's like Labubus cure cancer, right? So I think everyone's going to need to be buying a Labubu. So we need to buy PopSmart, whatever that thing's called. That's the same investment. But I want you to think like, don't bring a stock to Chat Capital with just a ticker and a thought on the direction of the chart, right? Like we want to understand fundamentally what's happening with the business, fundamentally what's happening with the market and customer behavior, and why is the stock going to move from where it is today to hopefully up and to the right. And that itself, Rich Topic, is such a healthy challenge intellectually to just like start to adjust the psychology in your brain, start thinking about like, what is the thesis of this thing, right? It's so good to think about. Like it's an amazing thing to challenge and like strengthen your brain in. You know what I'm saying? So there we have that. And then I love this part. It's like, what is their moat / competitive advantage, right? Are they the only ones that produce the certain photo mask sets that are used by top memory manufacturers, right? Like photonics, or are they the only one that has a specific, how can we properly source and make a thesis on it? Oh, what you know about P Lab? Yeah, I was talking about P Labs. I'm pitching that one next week. I'm doing my diligence on it. Literally, Jackson, last stream, we had it here. We were looking at P Lab the other day. We were looking at all their filings and all that. But we were looking at P Lab last stream yesterday and earlier this week. And then it's like, what is their moat / competitive advantage? You've been long P Lab since April 2025? Dog. Jackson, if you haven't hit that subscribe button, I don't know what you're doing already. You belong in this community. I think you found your fold, bro. I think you found your fold. Make sure you're part of this. And join our Discord. Where's our Discord? I don't have it on me. Here, maybe later. All right. But then think about like, what is the moat? The moat is, what does this business do that others can't touch, you know? And then number one, what is the key risk to this business? I want to know like if they're like, what could go wrong? You know, like for these space stocks, the number one thing could just be like SpaceX dominates every single space race, right? Or for the smart home devices, there could be like a huge like smart home privacy thing to where like any smart home device that has any type of manufacturing based in China can no longer sell to US, right? And it just wipes out a bunch of revenue for US based things. And this one that Jackson pitched might have exposure to Chinese supply chain, something like that, something random, you know? I don't know if these are true, but it could be very random like that. And then how long should we hold, right? Like when I pitch PLAB, I'm not going to say we need to have PLAB for 50 years. Why? Because the shortage in photomask, substrates, and all the other pieces and components of like that layer is not going to last forever, right? I think it might be a 1 year pop, 2 year pop, right? I would do diligence by speaking with different people in the supply chain. I'll look at earnings transcript, I'll look at customer calls, and try to get a sense of how long is this bottleneck going to continue to persist. And that kind of informs my hold period for this investment. And then what is your conviction level? Like it's an early idea. I kind of saw it when I was driving on a billboard. It's a solid idea. I really like EchoStar, but I won't buy it myself. Or it's kind of like, we need to own this right now. I'm putting my own money in this. I want to see us all win because this is a bagger, right? Conviction level. Now, I think we have some responses. Pitch submissions. All right. Universal Electronics. Down there. Nice. 150% return. Okay. Let's see what we got. Universal Electronics is UEIC is a US-based noisy manufacturer of mostly OEM devices for TV remotes and connected home devices. They have 49 million market cap with $150 million shareholders equity with profitable operating income in recent quarters. Revenues declining sharply in their lead segment, TV, which is slowly dying. Meanwhile, the connected home segment is showing steady low double-digit growth, but is half the size of the TV business. The company is cutting costs significantly and just guided on their last call that 2025 will be their first profitable year since 2022. The company recently reported a terrible quarter with operating income dipping back into the negative, primarily due to the tariff impacts. They have manufacturing in China. The company trades at 0.2x sales, 0.3x book value. I actually read summarize and adjusted book value to see what this is. Come and look at, okay. Cash minus that, okay. Receivables less than, goodwill zero, subtracted it, PP&E, property, plant, and equipment plus their inventory. And this is kind of like looking at, we're doing some balance sheet math, guys. Let's that. Apply multiple valuations times their cash and receivables. Okay. Adjusted book value, 38 million plus 26, $64 million. A really true adjusted book value. All right, that's fair. Versus a market cap of 52 million. It's a 50% gain on liquidation price alone. This is exactly what somebody at Apollo would do. It's super deep value. Essentially, what he just did here is like, if you were to look at this, so this business does like smart remotes and connected home devices, right? What he did is, if you look at all of their inventory, all of the amount that they've sold that they haven't like truly received yet, less the amount that they need to pay to like their contractors and employees and things like that. And you look at like all of their true inventory of like how many things are sitting on their shelves and property, plant, and equipment, and you add like a valuation multiple to that. Like if they were to shut down and sell the entire business, everything, cash out the receivables, pay off the payables, sell everything on the shelves at like deep liquidation value, right? That itself is worth $64 million. But yet the stock, what is the stock? UEIC stock. Yet the stock has a market cap of $52 million. So this is selling deeply below book value. All right. I like how you think, champ. I like how you think. This is cool. By the way, guys, you don't need to get this elaborate and this in depth in your pitches for this. Jackson probably works at Apollo doing deep value distressed private equity. Right? But this itself is like a really compelling, like interesting thing. I'm long UEIC with a $6 price target in the immediate term with a $10 price target they can manage to report profitability in fourth quarter. I like that. Non-existent moat. I don't like that. Loss of major customer to competitor. All right. Daikin at 11% of revenue. All right. So that's high customer concentration there. And when I went to see, yes, there were so many of these smart home players, dude. So many of these smart home players. High operating costs, return to negative EBITDA. 1 to 3 years. Okay. All right. So what it's not just the tangible book value. This company was once generating 100 million plus of operating income annually. But keep in mind also the competitive dynamics have changed drastically. I don't think it's going to get back to that overnight. All right, Chat Capital, you know what you got to do. We have an official official submission from Jackson SoundCloud, all right, to formally pitch Universal Electronics, Inc. The business provides smart home connected devices, remotes, voice-enabled solutions, and Internet of Things type of things like smart thermostats, home sensors, etc. The business today is sitting at a $50 million, very small market cap. So this is one of the small caps of all small caps. The stock has been completely obliterated over the last year, down 63% over the last year. But if you look at the tangible book value of the business, meaning that if you were to shut down operations, sell everything on the shelves, collect your receivables, or maybe half of it, pay off the payables, and drastically discount the existing inventory and sell all your property, plant, and equipment, the laptops, the building, everything, you're sitting at almost a $60 million plus adjusted tangible book value. So if you gut this business and sell it, you'll still sell it for more than what this is implied value at in terms of market cap. But this business has a history. This business has a story, ladies and gents, to where in the past, it was potentially doing $100 million of operating income annually. The market has punished this stock. The question is why, and the other question is, did they punish the stock too much? So we are going to formally put this to a vote, Jackson, to see if Chat Capital are net buyers or sellers of this particular business. Do we believe that this business has the potential to become profitable in selling some of their Internet of Things smart connected home devices? And as you all know, a lot of you guys in here were with me at CES, so you kind of saw the pulse and what's happening in the different landscape of operations and competitors for different smart home devices. So I'm going to pause there. I'm not going to add any additional bias to it, but that is a very, very, very good rep of how to come up with the thesis and pitch it. So that should be an example for everyone else. But for UEIC, are we, Chat Capital, buyers, or are we passing on this stock? Let it rip, boys. Let it rip. Vote at your own risk. You get to completely vote at your own discretion. It is entirely up to chat. It is entirely up to chat. This is not in the space race. We are not investing in the space race right now. And this is a deep value traditional play. All right? If you all need help of what this thing looks like, this is what the business looks like. Smart devices, climate control, home appliances, hospitality, video service, consumer electronics, security, retail, utilities. Right? They've been around for a while. Oh, they were at CES. We should have saw them at CES, y'all. We should have went to go hang out with them at CES. And while we do that, I'm actually gonna try to find some clips from CES because I know some of y'all didn't see me. While we're doing that, I'm gonna show y'all some of the stuff we saw at CES. What they talking about? Where is this? Let's go to Candy Finance Live. Yo, while we doing that, I'm gonna show y'all some stuff what we had rolling at CES. We had autonomous cars. We had robots. We had robots at CES, y'all. This little thing doing a little dance, We had robots folding things. This was a robot that we saw that was like an actual robot. This robot was a marathon winner out there in China. Shout out to Beijing. We went to LG's joint. LG had crazy screens all over the place, but this was probably my greatest section that I saw when I was at CES. They had literally a Warzone station. When I tell you I spent so much time there. More robots. We saw like a flying helicopter joint. That was pretty cool. Little robots. This one was kind of creepy. This was like a really, really like authentic humanoid robot joint. That stuff's kind of weird, ain't it? It looks mad weird, but the thing was walking, talking, moving its arms, doing all kinds of stuff, y'all. Boom. This was so cute. If I ever get a dog and I gotta like travel a bunch, I want to get my dog one of these. This little thing just rolls around, and I want it to be able to like throw some snacks and throw a ball and stuff, and I can talk to it. It might mess up the human connection, but you know, such is life. Huge TVs. Yo, Boogie, you need to get this in your house. This is a huge TV. What will happen when AI and robots take 60% of the jobs? That's when you have to have in-person human sauce and swagger, Richard. All right? An object in motion stays in motion. All these cool robots. And shout out and W to everyone that joined all of the streams last week for the CES stuff. That was so fun. I'm really thankful that you guys joined that on stream. Boom. Literally, this is me sitting at the Call of Duty station playing Call of Duty. I got a whole conference and stuff to go to, and I just paused to go play Call of Duty. This is cool. This thing was like playing this thing was playing
What we know what matters is
Rubik's Cube, but it's like a real these are like real applications. Like you're gonna see these like in actual factories and industrial settings today. So that's this is just cool to see. Like these are kind of like the first wave of like really smart industrial robots that can do things like on assembly lines and plants and heavy industrial stuff. Like if you look at Tesla, Tesla has Tesla robots. Right? Like they have these crazy, this is all at Tesla. You know? They got things like this that are doing like some crazy automation stuff. You know what I'm saying? Will the 50K Chinese EV cars affect Tesla? Is that the BYD? Are you talking about BYD or Lucid or what's the brand of it? You talking about BYD, Richard? Oh, snap! Jackson, you gotta save your stock, bro. Jackson, you gotta save your stock, bro. Give us some intel. You gotta give us some nudges, Jackson. 71% say pass. Oh, you think all of them? Yeah, that's facts. CES was so fun. What's the vote? If you guys haven't hit that like button on the stream, I don't know what you're doing. Bang that like button, but then also vote on the actual vote for UEIC, Universal Electronics. Are we buying this stock or are we selling this stock? All right. Do we have the chance? Do we have the chance? Check the ticker RR is about robotics. Ooh, I will. You already gave me one banger one, which was Rocket Lab. You might even give me another one. RR? Wait, are you officially pitching this one? Are you officially pitching this one? If so, you know how to pitch it. Lacks a catalyst. Ooh. Alex Sable coming in with the needle moving questions. Lacks a catalyst. Ooh. This feels like we're an investment committee. This feels like we're investment committee, you know? And one of our MDs, Alex Sable, asked us the needle moving question. Well, what's the catalyst? You know? Is the catalyst that they simply like give it their best shot and pray that they hit profitability? And if they do that, the stock then rips? What is the catalyst, guys? Jackson, what's the catalyst? It could be a catalyst. I want to log this one for the memory log. We did. What's today's date, y'all? 1/17. Oh, it's AJ's birthday tomorrow, January 18th, right? Yeah, it's AJ's birthday. And if anybody knows AJ, he's the one that I talk about in my YouTube videos, how we changed his life. He's gonna join the chat one day. He just goes to bed early. All right. So this stock was Universal. Wait, what's the UEIC? Price is $3.96. And Boogie wanted us to log this stuff so that we can see how much we protected ourselves from something versus like looking back and kind of missed something, you know? And you said your price target. Let's see your price target. Your price target was. Oh, why am I double logging it? It's literally all right here. $10. All right. All right. All right. All right. All right. Jackson, I will say though, you had a very institutional grade pitch, a very sound pitch. I really liked your pitch. The question is, do we like the business? Like this example of how to go through and maybe like on the investment thesis, my only feedback is like probably having a little bit more around like what's happening in the competitive landscape of actual consumer electronics, smart home automation, adoption, development from other competitors. Like my biggest thing is this has an incredibly, like you pointed here, the non-existent mode. My biggest thing is that when I was at CES, and I didn't want to spoil it pre-vote, there were so many other platforms, like no-name Chinese brands, big name brands, and like they were all trying to solve the same thing of like smart thermostats, smart remotes, connected devices, all these kind of things, right? And it's kind of like super competitive space to where it wasn't that clear of like a needle moving, like boom, you know? So, and a lot of these companies that are large, TCL, LG, all these other like consumer electronic ones have a lot of capabilities to build a lot of these things in-house. So it begs the question of like, what does this one have? But I love the fact that this is like a very deep, like, I really like the fact that this is like a deep value play. UEIC has an underlying bullish signal based on Monte Carlo simulation. How'd you do that, Morgans? How'd you do that? Oh, so we gotta look at the stock RR, Rich Tech Robotics. What the heck happened here? SPAC? Yeah, probably a SPAC. Probably a SPAC, then poop. But Hasn't moved around much. That's crazy that this like wild robotics company has a larger market cap than this other one. But I will say though, UEIC is like a very viable like private equity take private target. Like it's a viable like private equity take private target. Like this, and I'll you know, get it between us. If I were like a deep value player like Apollo, I would like buy this business. Not I don't want to say names of a fund. Maybe not Apollo. If I were like Chat Capital Private Equity, right? And we were focused on deep value, distressed investing, I would put like a funky credit line in this business or something like that, because they're just going to need cash to keep going with a clean pick that converts into equity. So it's convertible preferred, right? Something like that. So like I just juice cash and yield, and I don't need them to be profitable. I just need them to pay me down, right? And then have a bunch of sticky governance to it, to where if something goes bad, we convert into like the highest lien of equity on the waterfall. We have voting rights to get rid of management, put somebody else in place. We're able to like market and pitch this company to sell it to someone else or sell all the assets. So that way, like in the interim, I kind of get cash from my convertible preferred. It could be a cash pick. Or I don't know. This is a if consumer electronics wasn't as super competitive, this is like a Blackstone Tech Ops type of play. Like find a way to do like a weird, funky specialty financing type of play with this business. You know? All right, I'm going to close the vote in 30 seconds. If you have not voted, vote on UEIC. Jackson's being a little quiet. But I love that he had real conviction and he's putting his personal money into this. But this is cool. But this is amazing though, that you all have, think about like, first of all, think about how awesome it is that you all joined the stream today and you were able to learn, not just from me, but from the chat around how someone pitches a stock that on the surface looks really bad, just given like how it's performed and it's placed in the competitive market and like it's not profitable yet. But you're able to see how like, even though it's like on surface doesn't look that pretty, the insides of the business is still tangibly valuable, and it has a history of like being a really incredibly profitable business, doing 100 million plus of operating income. You know what I'm saying? Like that just shows that like there's multiple ways of looking at a business through different lenses. And the fact that you all didn't learn that from me, you learned that from another fellow member, another fellow shredlord in the chat. That is called synergies. So I ask you all to please put W Jackson in the chat. Vote, no vote. He educated us today, y'all. He educated us today. Jackson put me back in my deep value bag. I've been looking at space rockets and freaking AI chips. I ain't looking at no deep value stuff in a minute. And this is stuff Boogie be looking at. Nah, Boogie looks at like better cash flowing businesses too, but like Boogie be looking at deep value stuff too. Hey, Boogie, we got Jackson in the chat out here teaching us about deep distressed value. You know what I'm saying? So I would say still like Jackson, there's some young bulls in here that don't know as much as you, and you put them on game. So I appreciate you for that. I appreciate you for that. But Jackson, you got to come again with another pitch, because I want to see what else you throw at bat for us. This is funny. Chat Capital, this is the second stock that you all have voted unanimously pass. Chat Capital, you guys are disciplined. Y'all don't mess around. Chat Capital, you all don't mess around. And in order for a stock to officially join the portfolio of the money that I'm putting, that I raise on chat, that I put from likes from all the other YouTube videos and stuff, the money that I put in this account, we're going to figure out the count that we're going to get, is going to be invested through chat vote. And so far, EcoStar, Boogie had a good thesis too. Boogie had a heck of a thesis, y'all. Boogie said EcoStar, Jackson said Universal Electronics, and both of you all said, "What do you mean we still live? You think I hop on stream for like 10 minutes and leave? Nah. So Boogie, if you haven't voted yet, Boogie, vote on Boogie. Did you vote? Boogie, I would love your thoughts on this. EcoStar. And Jackson, by the way, Alex works in private equity like me, but he actually still has a job. I'm trying to build a holding company. He actually works at like a really good, best in class. He works at one of the best funds, y'all. Look at this thesis, Boogie, real quick. Here, all right, I'll tell it to you. So, Universal Electronics, they're a producer of like connected home devices, like smart thermostats. All right, you need the full pitch? Okay. Wait, I need water. Okay, I'm gonna pitch this again, all right? I'm gonna try to save Jackson stock. Okay, so Chat Capital Committee. Okay, from the top. Okay, so Chat Capital Investment Committee. Thank you all for joining. We are going to look at a potential value-oriented investment in a Universal Electronics Connected Home Internet of Things Devices company. Okay? This is a US-based, New York Stock Exchange listed manufacturer of TV remotes and connected home devices like smart thermostats, smart climate control, and other home solutions. They are sitting at currently a $52 million market cap. But if you take a look at their balance sheet and you take a look at what the adjusted tangible book value of the business is, meaning that if you were to sell the PP&E as well as the existing inventory at like half its value, and you were to take the cash and receivables that they have and pay off their payables, they will still have a tangible adjusted book value of around $65 million compared to the $52 million existing market cap right now. So right there, you'd have implied 15% plus upside just from looking at the adjusted book value. But beyond that, this business historically, back in the day, had strong market positioning and was at one point in time generating $100 million plus of operating income. Now, the business does have conversations with earnings in their earnings reports that showcases that they are aiming to have their first year profitability in a long time in 2026. And I think a large inflection point in the stock is going to be if they can actually hit profitability. But as of now, the stock is distressed. The business is distressed. But they're sitting on a pretty strong, healthy adjusted book value. But as you know, we were at CES last week, and it's a pretty hyper-competitive connected home Internet of Things space. And with that in mind, I would like you all to say, "What up, Jason? Hello, sir." But then also vote on Universal Electronics Incorporated. Jackson, did I butcher your pitch? Oh, as soon as I said that, someone said pass again. Wait, was that you, Boogie? Boogie, what are your thoughts? Boogie, this is Boogie, isn't this like a flagship, like a Apollo distressed credit play? Where like you buy this thing and you just sell literally everything. Like you buy this thing and you literally sell everything in the inventory. You sell the building and you just strip it for cash and you literally clip a quick 20% IRR. It's one of those plays, right? This is a prime take private and strip the assets type of play. What do you think? Do you agree? Margellin says the COO, interim CEO, Carnifax Richard sold 14 shares at UEIC. Ooh. Insiders. He said, yeah, it could be. Yeah. It kind of gives off that aura. Jackson, you would be an incredible private equity investor or special situations investor. But Jackson, are you in college? Are you professional? Are you looking for a job? If so, reach out to Blackstone Tac Ops. That's a good team. Another good team that looks at this is what's the Sixth Street? Sixth Street is another good team that does that. Those are really good places that look at this kind of stuff all the time. Or Oak Tree. Let's look at the debt on the business. How much debt's sitting on the business? I'm having a bunch of fun. Are you guys having fun? I'm having a lot of fun. Saturday night, we getting out there. We're learning so much, y'all. All right. Boom, 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 boom. Balance sheet. Okay. Currently sitting at 32 million of cash. Look at all these receivables. So many receivables. They're like, they need to collect on this, twin. Prepaid expenses. Okay. A little bit. That's a pretty size. That's actually a sizable line of credit. What are they doing? Long-term liabilities. No real long-term debt. Just operating leases. Yeah. And no real like significant it's a capital light business. And no like short-term debt either, really. Just besides this like silly line of credit, which they've been paying down. I think they very much have like an aggressive management team or like ownership structure that's kind of like, hey, you need to do as much as you can to have a capital light balance sheet. Or not like not as a debt heavy balance sheet. Like you need to really reduce the leverage profile on that, probably. What y'all think? What y'all think? Oh, the votes have improved. The votes have improved. The votes have improved. Keep on votes. If you guys are joining the stream, smash that like button first and then vote. Is it buy or pass on Universal Electronics? Ruled UEIC out too quickly. Haven't even compared the EV to EBITDA to other competitors like Sono. Yeah. Like, look at the multiple on that. Like, the multiple on that is like crazy. Because just imagine once like the whole world of internet or a whole world of Internet of Things devices like re-rates into like a crazy, every house is like a connected house, all of the assets in the space are going to re-rate to a higher multiple, you know? So like this one could very much just like naturally ride the waves. Like all they need is 1 year of like really solid operating income. And I think they could go nuts. They're getting close to it. Oh, not really. They're just burning less. Operating income less? Okay. Only thing though is like sales are still declining. Like that's really tough. Like it's really good when you see a business that is trying to turn around and their revenue is improving. But this one, I think they're hyper focused on just cost controls. Like super hyper focused on cost controls to aim to get profitability and cleaning up their balance sheet and not as much of like revenue enablement. So I think this right here, this gives me everything I need to see to say that like it's a market positioning issue with this business fundamentally. You know what I'm saying? Why are they? I guess are they doing a lot of development? No, not really. Factory restructuring charges. What is that? Boom. You see these little notes right here, y'all? This is where you can get a lot of details of what's happening in the business. In conjunction with our plan to restructure and optimize our manufacturing footprint while reducing our concentration risk in the PRC, we stopped all production activities and began to shut down our Southwest China factory, beginning in the third quarter of 2023. In addition, during the fourth quarter, we stopped production activities and shut down one of our Eastern PRC factories, probably because of tariff risk and all that. We incurred no severance or other exit costs during the 9 months. They didn't even pay severance. Dang. They just fired everyone at the factories and didn't even pay severance. Dang, they're cold. Hey, they're cold. And only $100,000 of severance in the other one. What the heck? These costs, some businesses are ruthless. This factory restructuring was completed in the fourth quarter. We did not. Now Mexico. Oh wow. So people are going to Mexico to produce a lot of things. I didn't know that. I didn't know they produce a lot of equipment in Mexico. That's actually interesting. So as part of our plan to restructure and optimize our factory footprint, we worked. Paula J, thank you for subscribing to the channel. Shout out to you, Shredlord. Happy Saturday to you, legend. Thank you so much, Paula. We're learning about distressed investments right now. As part of our plan to restructure and optimize our factory footprint, we worked to downsize our factory in Mexico due to decreased demand in the U.S. market. There we go. That's not good. Decreased demand for the products in the U.S. market. That should be their best market. That should be their #1 market, y'all. And our Vietnam factory, due to our ability to supply to North American customers, we leased a smaller facility and reduced our footprint. Our factory headcount, we incurred no severance. We have recognized a total of $3 million of factory restructuring. This factory restructuring was completed. All right. Interesting. Yeah. Oh, 2025 restructuring. We have evaluated our global manufacturing footprint as part of our overall cost optimization and return to profitability strategy. So this is like all management cares about right now. As a result, in July 25, we decided to seize all production activities and began to shut down our Mexico. They're shutting down everything. Yo, this business is just like year after year. Shut down Vietnam, shut down China, shut down Mexico. Where the heck are you producing, twin? Where are you producing? We incurred a $700,000 severance and $100,000 of exit costs. Okay. Roku matters. Ooh, hold on. Litigation. We didn't know about this. Litigation. UEI and Roku, and Roku is like a big competitor, y'all. Y'all know like those Roku controllers? That's what this business kind of like competes with. UEI and Roku and certain of its customers have been in litigation in various forms since 2018. Two actions of Central District of California began related cases. Okay, collectively together. The International ITC and the patent. Okay. Have all stayed on various grounds. The 20th state. Okay. So what's the outcome? The 2020 case was immediately stayed due to, what does that mean? What does it mean when a case is stayed? I don't know what that means. Immediately stayed due to UEI's related ITC action against Roku, in which UEI ultimately prevailed when on 29 the administration issued an initial judgment, initial determination finding Roku in violation of, Roku copied them. Okay, but what's happening now? Okay, okay, Gemini, where are you? Gemini, I need you. Oh, okay, hold on. Gemini. Okay, here you go. Gemini. Hey, Gemini, what's happened with the Roku and UE and is this important to the stock? The long-standing beef between Roku and UEI has entered a phase that hedge fund investors typically categorize residual litigation risk rather than primary research threat. Dispute centers around the patents of universal control technology, the software and hardware that allow for remote to automatically discover and control other devices. Okay. Is it material? Financial liability. As of then, the primary risk for Roku is no longer an important ban, but past damages. So Roku doesn't even care anymore. UEIC is now paving the way in district court to collect monetary damages. All right. The nuisance narrative. Roku's management frames these lawsuits as nuisance litigation. Roku's so big, they don't even care about this thing. No, they don't even care about this. Roku has recently showed a face. Okay. Roku never stock. If you are long or short Roku, the UE is not the primary driver. The stock is currently being re-rated based on monetization of the home screen, global licensing, and path to GAAP profitability. It's like a Roku stock. Oh. It's on a little bit of a turnaround, huh? Roku might be. Is Roku profitable? Let's see. I love how we can just ask these questions, guys. Oh, they produced their first net profits in the back half of 2025. So I think the narrative has changed. So hold on, Jackson, here's a play. If you're banking on, well, this one's probably not as distressed, right? But still overall like deep value. But if you think the connected thesis of internet home devices is still like a really good place to play, taking a look at this and seeing how you can tap in with this one that actually is growing their revenue and actually hit the first quarter profitability since 2021 and has a more stronger market positioning. Roku might be a better play if you believe in that thesis, you know? But Chat Capital, amazing thesis, W. Jackson, approved by Boogie. Unfortunately, it's a 71% pass. Let this not scare anyone. I'm going to pitch P-Lab probably next week, and you guys may shut me down too. All right? And don't vote yes all because I'm the host. Be very, very honest about the pitch that I put together. I'm just trying to collect my thoughts and see. All right? But if you guys have any other good stocks that we should look at first and foremost, hit that like button, subscribe. But secondly, also try to figure out what the real investment thesis is and pitch it for the fam. Hey, we learned so much today. Isn't that crazy? We sourced some stuff. Oh, let's find a business. Let's find a quick cash flowing business. I promise you guys I'm going to find a cash flowing business. Let's find a business. Let's find, someone give me a state. Someone give me a state to look at for a cash flowing business. What state should I look at? I can only pick one. I can only pick one. Oh, liquor stores in Denver. Pull out was fast. I know you were waiting for that. Denver. Pet grooming in Texas. All right, all right. Let's see. I'll do both. I'll do both. So, liquor stores in, how do we feel about liquor stores broadly? People gonna keep drinking, you know? People just gonna keep drinking. Yeah, you need a license to own a liquor store asset, which I don't have. But sometimes it comes with the license during the sale. Indiana. Yeah. You've been looking for 4 years? Why you wanna buy a liquor store though? Instead of like a laundromat or anything specifically for a liquor store? What's your thesis on a liquor store? Pull out. What should your monograph site be called? Are you oh, Chris, are you vibe coding the one that's the project management? Wait, no pain. You took your message back. Would you say Indiana? Put it back in the chat. Put it back in the chat. Oh, your family has owned several stores. Oh, nice. Okay, so this is going to be an add-on for your family. Honestly. If I'm going to do a liquor store, it's a two-pronged approach. It's kind of like a gas station. Because gas stations don't make most of the money from actually gas. They actually make it from the actual toys. Not toys. Snacks. So I need to find a liquor store that actually has like a really sound... like I need to have a really good snack and regular convenience store oriented sales engine. Let's look at one together because I personally have never considered looking at a liquor store just because it's just, it hasn't really been like it's not my circle. Like, I don't know. It's like my things with liquor stores is that there's no differentiation, you know? Like you have to be a long-standing establishment like how your family has and just have like good recurring revenue or good recurring customers. And the other mega theme is that like people are drinking less. That's the thing though. So like you got to think about like the 50-year horizon if you're going to own a private business. And naturally the theme is like Gen Z is drinking less, like Richard said. So like that mega theme kind of gives me pause. But if I had to do it, this one seems like a solid one because of the strong community ties and repeat customers. This could be a good one. Cash and SBA. Oh, interesting. I don't know SBA. And looking to retire, so that could be a good one. But you're very much right. That like only issue is that grocery stores can sell wine and beer. That's tough now. Like now your competitive dynamic has increased significantly. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta start being really careful with that. Guys, this website is kind of so mid. Biz by Sell. I think we need the vibe code app for this. I already tried starting one. So I'm going to start my own one for all these business listings. Hold on. Someone's asking for my HBO code. Who's asking for my HBO code? Probably AJ. What should we call the project management tool that Chris is working on? Hey, it's my boy Kenny. How you doing, David? David Steinberg, the absolute legend. I haven't seen that name in a minute, David. How the heck you doing, legend? Happy Saturdays. You out here sourcing businesses. How the heck you doing, legend? Summit, how you doing? Is there a way to do creative financing for a business worth a few $1,000,000 with $0 down? Creative financing. That's a really good question, Summit. So for creative financing, to buy a multi-million-dollar business, $0 down, this is what I would do. I would probably try to, like with SBA or no SBA? Clarify that for me. No SBA or some SBA? Oh, with SBA. Okay, good. I would say with SBA, let's say it's a $1 million business. I would do, how much, what are the margins? What are the margins? Do you know the margins on the business? Because that influences a lot. Because like the margin profile will help influence how much we can, like, do you have stats on it, Summit? Like understand like the revenue, the cash flow or EBITDA. Like that itself would give us visibility into like how much you can actually lever it up. Because you can have all the creative stuff in the world, but if it can't afford to pay down any of that, like financing is just leverage. Like if you can't pay down any of the financing, you're stuck. Chris, oh yeah. So Richard, this is the one that we looked at yesterday where we were trying to build the project management tool for the civil engineering business. Oh, and that reminds me, I don't know if Rich Topic's still in here. Rich Topic, you still in here, dude? So Rich Topic, it's if you're still in here, I have a really big question for you. I said at the beginning of stream, but I'm trying to see like if there is any project management tool that you use like in your industry to stay on top of projects. All right, we got some stats. We got some stats. All right. Purchase price. Oop. Revenue. EBITDA. Margin. How much revenue? 2 million. You said 30% average margin. Okay. Okay, I reloaded. All right. Bop, bop, bop. Dang, you doing an 8-time multiple, twin? Hold up. I don't, bro. I got my dad in the field too. Keep up with all the projects while I bid. Oh, all right. That's smart. Thank you for checking though. I appreciate it. And thanks for staying on stream, Rich. Holy crap. We've been streaming for like 2 hours and you still with us. I appreciate it. You were literally here the first 1 minute. W Rich Topic and everybody else that was here at the beginning. I appreciate you guys watching. Okay, so. Okay, SBA. Do a quick little financing. Financing. Equity. SBA. Ooh. Okay. 30% total. Interest rate. This, you know. You're bidding right now? Holy crap. SBA, you're at like 10% right now. Seller finance, you can probably get that around 8%. You on my TV playing? Hey, what's up, 8TV? What's good? Oh, man. Okay. Annual interest. Annual interest is going to be that annually times this. 240,000 a year. Seller financing is going to be this time. All right, just so that that's dynamic. Just a little bit there. Okay. And then we can just assume like a 10-year term. Annual. Right? Bang, bang, bang. Dun, dun, dun. Let's see, divided by 10. Okay. So the P&L of this business is going to be revenue, EBITDA. Then once you have that, we can assume just like Lily doesn't assume like a. Change net working capital. What kind of business is this? Oh, liquor. Interest. Well, no, you can't use EBITDA. You gotta break down full P&L. Oh, it adds 6 units on top. You need to add the 300K of rent. Oh, there's rent. Ooh, okay. So we need rent. Like. $360,000. Okay. Shabuya. Roll call. Let's just see from there. Mm-hmm. 30% margins overall. Let's see. We do nothing else. Let's assume no capex, no change working capital, none of that. Ooh. This doesn't make money with this kind of leverage. So this is where we toggle these, my friend. So we can't do 50% SBA. What about 40%? That's gonna start making a little money. 20%. That's when you start making enough money where it's like, all right, this is kind of like worthwhile, you know? And this is the variable that we're solving for. You know, guys, we're solving for this by changing these. How much in SBA? Put a bunch of equity down, you can make some real cash flow with this. Make a graph. What kind of graph? Or we should do a pivot table. Not pivot table. We should do like a sensitivity table here. But realistically, I think the healthiest thing, like what I would do, for something like this, what I would do, dude, for creative finance for something like this, and it's like a liquor business that's hyper competitive, I wouldn't do more than 50% leverage. I'll try my best to get as much cheaper seller financing, because you can still eat off this. You can still eat off 250. Invest in other cool things, you know? Bonzi, what's up, legend? How you doing? I have a question, different to stocks. There's a lot of different startups, AI related, being in the investment bank side. What would you think something to create removing manual work? Yeah, there's an AI tool that can do this, bro, that'd be electric. You know what I'm saying? But I think there are some of my friends have left growth equity in Wall Street to go start some of those businesses, and I think they're going to do incredibly well to get rid of like the administrative task of analysts. And I think broadly AI solutions that are going to streamline some of like the manual task in financial services, legal, and marketing, especially, those are like big budget, efficiency looking niches, and I think those could do incredibly well. So if you do know any startups for us to like invest into, let us know in chat capital. We'll try our best to invest in their seed or Series A with the $400 we got. But our stocks are better though. We like our stocks. We like our stocks. Great question though, Bouncy. Really great question, man. Happy Saturday, dude. All right. Chris says, hello, sir. I created a small prototype on Monograph. It has pre-existing data to test. Yeah. Send it to me on DM. I'll take a look. We'll take a look at it tomorrow. We'll do like a whole project management thing tomorrow. Wait, Summit, that was fun. That was fun. We did a quick little mini bid. Mini just keep free cash flow math. Simple math there. And then someone else told me to look at a business. Oh, Richard, you wanted a pet grooming business in oh, I'm tweaking. I looked up Richard. We need to be looking. We're in Texas. All right, let's go to Texas. Let's go to grooming. I got you, sir, Richard. Pet store? No, we don't want the consumer retail exposure. I just want to check how's the market. Yeah, let's see, man. Let's see. Vet hospital. Richard, do you have a vet clinic license? Are you an animal doctor or no? Just on the grooming side? Oh, we gotta try to get one of those. I tried to do a vet clinic, and there's a whole legal thing around like investors buying vet clinics and having to like set up different entities to actually do the actual acquisition of one. It's such a mess. I lost on bid though. I got to the final round and I lost on bid. It would have been a sick deal. Would have been such a sick deal. But all right, pet supply, no. Dog grooming one. Okay, here's one. Pet supply and grooming. Richard, I think the key for this kind of business, Richard, is to diversify into other services. So of course, grooming. But if you have the space in your retail store to do boarding and daycare, and I've been seeing some of the content you've been making, really good content, bro, on the grooming business. But if you can diversify into like daycare and boarding, if you have the space for it, I don't know if you need another license for it, but if you have the space for it, I think that could be a really good incremental revenue line. Especially with like a lot of millennials that are like in Gen Z that are traveling all the time that have these dogs. They need somewhere to put them. But this one here is selling for less than 2 times. This one seems distressed. Oh, but it's a franchise one. Yeah, we don't want to buy franchises today. A luxury mobile. That could be cool. Do you do only store or grooming or mobile? 2 pet grooming shops with recurring customers. Here's in Austin. This is a good location too. Oh, Richard. We found 2 pet grooming ones. So 2 locations, recurring customers, and in Austin, Texas. My option right now is 2 location or mobile. I like this a lot. in Austin, Texas. This is really good. Mobile could be good, but it's just like the cost on that is just like your margins might not be as good as 2 locations. And it's already pre-lender qualified. Richard, honestly, just get the sim on this. Even if you don't buy it, get the sim on this, meet the management, and it's a good rep. This is a good rep. Because this business has been around for 20 years. We like that. I think the owner's retiring. Yep, we like that. Solid employees. You're not buying yourself a job. It's in Austin, Texas. I think that's the most bullish place in Texas for like pet stuff. Because that's where all of the folks from California and Florida and New York are moving to, because they want to kind of like get outside and kind of like buy these little mini ranches, right? All the hip kids are moving to Austin, and they have all these dang pets, you know, and they're gonna want to get them groomed. So 2 thriving locations, and they're AKC certified pet grooming shops. I don't know what that means, but I guess that's important. Professional services for small and large breeds situated in a strong. All because you're my boy, I'm not about to reach out. I read so much about this. I was like, this is actually really freaking interesting. But you're my boy, Richard. You're my boy. All right. I'm not going to take this deal. You got this, man. Hey, you want it, you got it, man. You want it, you got it, man. This business is for you. Este business is para Richard. No me. No me. No necesito este. How do you say business in Spanish? Business in Spanish. And if y'all don't know, Richard is my Spanish professor. Negocio. That sounds weird. Negocio. Este negocio es para tú, mi amigo. No, me gusta este negocio, pero tú tienes un negocio en Texas y yo quiero que tú tener este negocio. ¿Sí? ¿Sí o no? Yo quiero que mi amigo Richard tener este negocio. ¿Sí? Mi amigo. Dale. Let's rock, man. Let's rock. Hey, this is good. Loki, if you go through this and it turns out to be like really cool, Dreamline might, I don't want to give any promises, Dreamline might want to contribute to this. So if you go through this, you do due diligence, you realize that they have an amazing sale operations, hit me up. I might invest via Dreamline. Why are they selling pullout? They're selling because of retirement. Because of retirement. Yep. All right, let's see. This is a really good business though, Richard. This is for you, man. Ese negocio es para tú, no me. Para tú. Yo, this is really cool, man. This is really dope. All right. And it's a good deal too. For like a sub, for like a 2.5 times multiple, that's not bad. That's not bad at all. And what's really cool is you would be a preferred buyer. Like you will be the buyer of choice. There are going to be all these Harvard MBAs and cats that coming from banking being like, oh, I want to buy a business. I found me a grooming business in Austin, Texas. Wow, dolly, right? The owner's going to be like, what experience do you have at all cutting dogs' hair, making them look good, taking care of customers and our employees? You know? Yeah. So like you actually have a really solid experience doing this. Any businesses in Ontario and any good liquor store? You don't believe them when they say retirement? Yeah, me neither. They often be doing that. Tomorrow though, guys, I gotta run. It's 10 o'clock my time. I gotta run real quick before the store closes. Take care of some house admin, chat. Take care of some house admin. But tomorrow we are looking at P-Lab. We are looking at businesses in Ontario, Canada for Bonzi. So come back tomorrow and we are going to find liquor stores in New York for Summit. Who else had a question about a business? Someone else had a question about a business. And then we're going to take a look at Chris's vibe-coded project management tool for us. And then we're also going to hear from Richard to see if he actually bought this or submitted a bid on this business. But this was a lot of fun. I had a blast. Come to Hermosa Beach. Is that in California? I live in Laguna. Hermosa Beach. That sounds cool, man. Hey, drinks on me. Hey, everybody pull up to Hermosa Beach. We're at that Chat Capital offsite. Drinks on, pull out. Drinks on, pull out, man. My guy. But tomorrow, we're going to take a look at a lot of really cool businesses. I think the biggest W from today is Jackson having the courage to vote on an impressive value-oriented investment. And actually, the stats improved on the vote, actually, guys. Now it's only 69%. But I like to thank Jackson for teaching us a little bit about distressed investing and finding deep value within a business to where on the surface, it might look like it's trash. But if you look deeper inside, there is true value on the balance sheet. All right? Now, that's educational, okay? W Jackson, W everyone that pitched us some stocks today, W Hothead for donating, W Boogie for donating. We might get to $500 by the end of the weekend, chat. We might hit $500 by the end of this weekend. And we're about to deploy some real hardcore capital to work, y'all. So I appreciate you joining the stream. As always, take care of yourselves, take care of each other, peace and love. And I will catch you, Shred Lords, on the next stream tomorrow. All right, gents. I'll holler at you guys later. Thanks for joining. Let's keep rocking, keep making smart money moves. Love y'all. And I'll see y'all, gents, tomorrow. Peace out, boys. Dale. Negocio para ti. Jason, we got you, champ. Come tomorrow. Jason, give me your criteria tomorrow, and I will find you a business. All right, dale. Adios, amigos. Ciao. And even